Actually, what I do want to check is... Oh, wow, that's a lot of shit left. Oh, man. Oh, fuck me, I guess this isn't the final episode. Fucking just kidding on that. Alright, let's just swipe this card. Time to leave, bye. Junpei, look! It's unlocked! Yeah. Now we can go back to the library. Hurry up, Junpei, we don't have time. Let's go. Alright, let's go. Oh, it just goes back to the library. So it wouldn't matter which door I took. Time to leave. Bye. The door opened and they stumbled into the library.
Huh. I think the shaking stopped.
I'm still running.
It would seem so, but we are yet to be out of danger. You're right. Let's hurry.
They ran across the hallway.
This exit needs the Uranus card too.
Straight for the large metal door. Next to the door was the Uranus card reader.
Hey, Junpei.
Yeah, I know.
On it. They slid the key card through and the door rumbled
All right,
open.
it's open. Let's go.
Out of the library and into the hallway they ran. At the end of the hallway was a door. Junpei reached into his pocket and pulled out the key as he ran toward it.
Okay, Neptune Key. Let's see if you work.
He turned it. I'm still waiting for one day they turn it and it just breaks. Ah!
Yes! I think it unlocked.
I don't care, I'm running. Home free. The lock clicked. As one, they shoved the door open and poured through. I'm glad there's still a puzzle after the 9 door was open. It's like, fuck you guys. In front of them was another great metal door. Above it was a metal plaque.
It says incinerator. So this is the incinerator.
Fuck.
This is the first time I've seen it from this side, but yeah, I think so.
Then there ought to be a lever near the door.
Yeah.
Yeah, right here.
Junpei ran up to it.
Pull that and the door should open. Got it.
As he spoke, he pulled the lever. The motor in the door groaned as it slowly ground open. There was no time to
Let's
waste.
go.
As soon as the door had opened far enough to admit them all, 4 dashed through. Then suddenly, there before them were the 4 who they parted with from earlier. Ace and Lotus stood in front of the number 9 door. Santa was curled up in a ball against the wall, the incinerator holding his stomach. What the fuck happened, dude? And then there was June. Or should I say someone that looks like June. She sat slumped against the wall, exhausted.
What the hell is going on?
What the fuck? Santa, you had a gun! The fuck happened, dude? Junpei ran toward June. He skidded to a stop in front of her and knelt
What's
down.
wrong? Are you okay?
I don't think he's remembered that Akane Kurashiki died. Her face was pale and her lips dry. When she spoke, he could barely hear her.
Jumpy, you came to get me.
Of course I did. I made a promise.
How are you still alive?
I'm so glad you're here. So glad.
I would be just patting her on the head, on the little cheek, saying, "How the fuck are you still alive? Answer me. You should be dead." She mumbled the words over and over, weakly. Junpei could feel his heart breaking.
Hey, what happened to you?
9 years ago.
I'm fine. I just fainted. I wasn't feeling very good.
Of course.
I'm feeling a lot better now, though.
Yeah, I can tell.
Are you sure?
Yes. I just need to rest a little longer. I'm sure I'll be... You shouldn't worry about me.
She was looking toward Santa. Junpei turned to look as well.
Santa.
What the fuck did you... Where's your gun? Santa grimaced, his face contorted in pain. Seven grabbed him by the collar and roared at him.
Hey, where is it? Where's the gun? You hide it somewhere?
No shit. Get ready for a pat down, motherfucker. Despite himself, a grunt of pain escaped Santa's lips as Seven shook him.
I don't have it.
Where the fuck did you hide it, little bitch?
I got
sucker punched and they took the gun.
Oh my god, you're a fucking useless piece of shit. What the fuck is wrong with you? Get the hell out of here.
What? Who took it?
What?
Ace.
Isn't that obvious?
I took the gun.
Ace.
He did intend to. Indeed have the revolver in his hand. It was pressed against Lotus's temple. Ace had pinned to him with the other arm, and she was shaking visibly. Her fiery attitude was gone, replaced by fear. She didn't dare speak. There was sweat on her forehead, and when her eyes weren't flickering up to the gun pressed against her, they seemed to desperately want to say something.
Just what the hell do you think you're doing, Ace?
Nothing much.
Or maybe I ought to say Gentaro Hongo, CEO of Cradle Pharmaceuticals.
7's deep baritone rumble shook the walls. Ace sneered.
You have me at a disadvantage, and I don't like that. You know me, but I don't know you. Do you have any idea how much I've suffered? Can you even begin to understand my pain?
Get the fuck over yourself.
The pain of prosopagnosia, right?
Junpei's voice was casual. Or at least it was trying to be.
Another irritating insect. And how do you know that?
Good question.
Well, because, again, with that just Ace, the snake comment. How can't you tell the twins apart? Or something like that. That thing that I finally remembered. Junpei couldn't say, he just knew. Another unexplainable mystery.
No matter. If you don't want to answer, it makes no difference to me. This is a waste of time anyway. It's time for me to go.
Behind Ace, Junpei could see the red. It was placed in the small indentation on the wall. Quickly, Ace put his hand on the scanner. I swear to God.
First is 1.
Is no one gonna stop him? I don't care about Lotus. Fuck her. Fuck her.
Give me your hand.
No, thank you. It beeped and forced Lotus's hands onto, and he forced Lotus's hand onto it as well.
8. And with this,
Then at last he reached into his pocket of his jacket. He pulled something out and pressed it against the panel. The 9 bracelet. The third asterisk appeared on the red.
9.
The thing he had used for the final verification was the bracelet with the number 9.
The ninth man. Kubota's bracelet.
9.
I believe I've won this game.
God damn it. His smirk made Junpei's blood boil.
I've had quite a time playing with you. I must thank Zero, I suppose.
Wait, what? Ace doesn't know who Zero is.
Yeah. Junpei's eyes flickered towards Sana. Wait, how doesn't he know, though? He hadn't moved since they'd entered the room. Sana was still holding his stomach and groaned as if in intense pain. Oh, well, yeah, he can't remember his face. Oops. Junpei wasn't sure if it was real pain, but he wasn't sure it wasn't either.
What the hell are you planning, Santa?
At any rate, this game ends now.
Yeah, for real, I was gonna say, how hard did he punch him if he's still laying down? It's like, get the fuck over yourself, little bitch.
I will escape, and the rest of you will have a slightly less pleasant ending.
I'm not burning alive, Ace.
I suggest you enjoy your final moments.
I'm going to kill you.
Goodbye. Wait!
Ace, of course, paid no heed to Seven's request and laid a hold of the lever of the red. Wait, no thank you. With a sickening sense of finality, he pulled it. What? What?
What? Why isn't it opening?
What?
One more time.
Oh my god. Lotus tried to take advantage of Ace's confusion and managed to twist herself out of his grasp by... Oh, that's awkward. Get the fuck over here. But at the last second, he grabbed hold of her wrist and shoved it onto the red. Was this going to be a 6 and not really a 9?
Now open!
He waved the number 9 bracelet over the red and then his own bracelet as well. He pulled the lever a second time. You motherfucker!
No! What is this? Why?
God damn it, and started shooting it. Open!
The digital route should be 9! It has to be 9! Then why? Why isn't it opening?
Error. Have you tried restarting it? Turning it off and on again? Ace's fury and confusion had overridden all other thoughts. He had set down the revolver. Why? Someone run up and take it from him. It was just below the rest.
Now!
Open. Seven chose that moment to act. He moved far faster than a man of his bulk should have been able to, and he launched that bulk straight at Ace. Oh, fuck. It was over before they knew it. Ace is dead.
No!
In the blink of an eye, Ace was on the floor. He rolled onto the side, groaning in pain. Oh my god, I feel like a train hit me.
Oh.
Oh, hey, Lotus. Lotus ran straight for Junpei. Oh, hello. She darted behind him and stuck her head out, making sure to keep Junpei between herself and Ace. Oh, thanks, bitch. I don't want to be your meat shield. Get behind the snake.
Oh, that was close. Too close. Thank you, Seven.
Can you not say thank you when you're standing behind me?
Don't mention it.
Seven stood over Ace, his breathing slow and heavy.
Just one punch ain't enough for this piece of shit.
Hell yeah, beat the ever-loving shit out of him. Kill him.
After what he did 9 years ago, I ought to rip him to pieces.
Do it.
But if a suspect can't talk, they ain't much good.
That's a fair point too, I guess.
Once he's locked up in a cell, we're gonna have a little chat.
Oh, that's beautiful.
9 years ago? Then you must be...
Yeah, you finally figured it out, dumbass.
Kick him in the head.
Oh.
Ace planted his hands on the floor and shook his head. Junpei walked toward him. He stopped and looked down at Ace with pity on his face.
Ace, you killed Kubota, Nijisaki, and Musashido, didn't you?
Wait, Nijisaki?
He peered at Junpei, genuinely
Oh,
confused.
right. You don't know yet.
Oh, he knew he killed the other two, just not that guy.
All right. We'll just go through them in order then.
When did
Let's
he kill
start
the
off
cat?
with Kubota.
Yeah, Kubota. No,
You
not
talked to
Kubota.
Kubota and managed to convince him to go into door 5 alone.
Obviously.
You killed him without making it look like you killed him.
Yeah, needed to prove that it would work.
The way I figure it, you had 4 motives.
Oh, hello.
1. In the nonary game, the number 9 is dangerous.
Yep.
Whoever had the 9 bracelet could join whatever team they wanted. Adding 9 to any number doesn't change the digital route.
God, that would definitely be the number I want. Though I wouldn't simultaneously because I wouldn't want to be killed. Yeah, all of those.
Which
equal.
means that number 9 could do whatever they wanted.
Yep.
You wanted to remove that threat as soon as possible. 2. You wanted the number 9 bracelet for yourself, so that you could make use of its power. In fact, you did use it in the murder of Nijisaki. 3. Even if his number hadn't been 9, Kubota was a problem. He knew your past. He knew what had happened 9 years before. You needed to silence him before he told anyone. 4. But last, and perhaps the most disturbing, you used Kubota as a test. You wanted to know how serious this nonary game was. Was it truly life or death, or simply a harmless prank? You convinced him to break the rules so you could see what would happen.
That's so fucked up.
That was why you killed Kubota.
Yep.
But he was only the first. Next was Nijisaki. While everyone was off looking for the missing parts for the Reds, you ran into Nijisaki near the big hospital room. However, because of your prosopagnosia, you didn't realize he was Nijisaki. Chiefly because, when you met him, he was dressed like Snake.
Then you killed him.
That was why you thought Nijisaki was Snake.
No, that's not... That was Nijisaki? Why? How did...
I'll get to that. Anyway, you thought he was Snake. Snake was one of the kids in your experiment 9 years ago. You remembered him because he was the blind kid, but his presence made you think. Snake was one of my subjects 9 years ago. He probably hates me. But if that's true, why isn't he saying anything? Is he keeping quiet because he can't see? Or perhaps he's working with Zero to get revenge on me. Whatever the reason, anyone who knows my past is a threat. Before he tries anything, I need to get rid of him.
Fucking snake. Him. He's a fucking dirty snake. Not Snake.
That was when you decided you had to kill him.
Too many fucking nicknames here.
The murder weapon was Kubota's bracelet. You just waved it over the red. Verified your own number and then grabbed Nijisaki's arm and forced it over the scanner panel. Then,
Threw him in.
when the door opened, you kicked him in. 9 seconds later, the door closed.
And you killed your best mate in there.
And then 81 seconds passed. And poor Nijisaki was dead.
And you mean to say Snake is still alive?
Sadly so.
Sorry to disappoint you, but I'm as good as new. Thank you for killing the wrong man. But I can't say I like knowing that you wanted me dead.
Yeah, really.
Although, to be honest, even if you hadn't tried to kill me, I would still hate you very much.
Yeah, I'd imagine.
Well, I wouldn't blame you.
Oh, thank you. Ace's self-derision was frustrating. But Junpei kept his emotions in check and continued.
Last but not least, let's talk about Musashido's death. When Clover and I were investigating the chart room, you came over to talk to me. Do you remember what you said?
Yeah.
Oh, a pocket watch. Might I take a look at it?
I handed it to you, and you left the room. You
He
had been in
did?
charge of the Nonary project. Of course, you would have known the solution to every puzzle, which would mean that you also knew how to get out of the wheelhouse. All you had to do was place the watch in the indentation on the door to unlock it.
When did he take it? I don't remember that, actually.
With the door open, you could enter the captain's quarters. Musashido was there. Conveniently placed next to him was an axe that practically begged you to kill him with it. You picked up that axe and buried the blade deep in the other man's chest. One blow was all it took. And then you returned to the chart room as if nothing had happened.
There was something I wanted to speak with you about, Junpei. Could you come with me for a moment?
I had no reason to say no, so I followed you to the wheelhouse. When we stepped inside, remember how you slipped your hand into my vest?
Yeah.
You pulled out a piece of paper, the one I used to cheat during the vote. But that wasn't really what you were after. Your true purpose had been to slip the watch into my pocket.
Whoa. Whoa. Okay. Now I'm thinking I'm remembering. He did. Did he actually? I don't remember that he asked for it in this world because I do remember he said, like, get the fuck out of here. That kind of thing. That's when he did it. But what about the other world where I didn't say get the fuck out of here?
It wasn't a very good plan. Had way too many holes, and someone saying the wrong thing could have brought it all down around you. You must have been desperate. But what made you willing to risk it all to do it? Ace,
That was the only thing Junpei hadn't been able to figure out.
Musashido's murder is the only one I don't understand. You obviously did it. But why?
Because he's another loose end.
Because of this.
Ace, slowly Ace reached down and pulled something out of his own pocket. It was a folded piece of
What's
paper.
with the paper?
Just read it.
Junpei took it and opened it.
Let's see.
This is what it said.
Number 1. There are 2 ways you might survive this ordeal. The first is to win the Nonary game. The second is for you to confess your sins of 9 years past.
But he didn't ever confess, did he?
I have prepared a camera in the captain's quarters. The images captured by that camera will be streamed through a satellite and distributed across the world. Simply look into the camera and repent. Once you have confessed everything, I will release you from this ship. To make your confession more credible, I have left you a witness in the captain's quarters.
And he killed the witness.
Perhaps he will confess with you. The decision is yours. Do as you please.
Why didn't he?
0.
I would do it. Fuck it. I don't give a fuck. I don't want to die.
When I awoke in that room on D-Deck, I found that in my pocket. That was why I chose door 1 when we voted. If I went through that door, I knew I could get to the captain's quarters. As you said, I knew how to enter the wheelhouse. My plan was to find the pocket watch before anyone else.
But you didn't.
If I could, then my alibi would be set. At least, that was the plan. Unfortunately for me, you got to it first. That sleight of hand was the best I could manage on short notice.
You meant to kill him from the beginning then? Musashido, I mean.
I only knew Musashido was the witness after I reached the captain's quarters. I asked him, and he answered. He seemed groggy. Perhaps he had only just awoken from sedation. I suppose Nijisaki was in much the same state. He seemed confused and disoriented when I encountered him.
Fuck.
But yes, you are correct. I intended to kill him from the beginning, even though I didn't know who he was.
So fucked up, man.
I proceeded to the captain's quarters in order to remove this so-called witness.
Ace had confessed everything. What energy he had left him, what had left him with the truth, he sagged on his knees. Although he had confessed, his sins were not forgiven. Junpei felt revulsion for the pathetic man on the floor near his feet. But among the revulsion was a hint of pity. After all, Ace had not been the only person who murdered those 3 men. Junpei spoke quietly.
Ace, you figured it out, haven't you? You were being manipulated.
Yes, so it would seem. I was little more than a puppet, in many ways.
Yeah.
Everywhere I went, everything was already prepared.
Yeah, because you're an idiot.
The Reds in the large hospital room were dismantled. Nijisaki was dressed like Snake. There was an axe in the captain's quarters. Musashido was delirious from the anesthetic, so he couldn't fight back. Nijisaki as well. In retrospect, I can't understand how I could have fallen into such a simple trap.
I have no idea. You're a dumbass.
But yes, this was a trap. It was Zero's trap. And I fell for it, hook, line, and sinker. I did everything he wanted me to do.
Yeah. By manipulating you, Zero was able to kill 3 people and keep the blood off his own hands.
Yep.
All of this was revenge for what happened 9 years ago. That's why this Nonary game happened. Am I right, Santa?
Junpei looked over at Santa. As Junpei spoke, he stood up, his legs still shaky.
Huh? What the hell are you talking about? I don't know any...
Shut up, Santa.
Ain't no point trying to play dumb anymore, Santa. Actually, I guess I should call you Aoi Kurashiki, huh?
Seven's face was sad as he spoke.
My memory came back to me, kid. You're Aoi Kurashiki, no doubt about it. Never thought I'd be back in this room talking to you. But hey, I guess this was all part of your plan, right? After all, the person who planned the Nonary game this time around was Zero, and Zero's you.
Looks like you really do have your memories back, huh?
Santa's smile was sarcastic and something else.
Well, I guess there's no point in hiding it then, huh? Yeah, you got me. I'm Aoi Kurashiki. I was one of the kids in the Nonary game 9 years ago.
Yep.
I made it out. So did Snake over there. But there's one thing... No, I guess there's 2 things you got wrong. Number 1, I ain't Zero.
Of course not.
What?
Wait, what?
Sure, I was helping Zero out, but I'm really more of an assistant, like a secretary.
I knew it. I knew it. Fucking June over there is Zero. Don't fucking pull that shit on me.
But an assistant's only an assistant. I didn't come up with all this. All I did was follow Zero's orders.
Then, if you're not Zero, who is?
Take a guess.
Calm down there, Junpei. Didn't I say 2 things? You made one more mistake. Junpei, you just said, all of this was revenge for what happened 9 years ago. That's why this Nonary game happened. But that's not it. Revenge isn't the only purpose. There's another reason you guys were playing the Nonary game. To save someone.
What?
Save someone?
Right. You were brought here to help my sister. To save Akane.
She's alive, isn't she?
What the hell are you talking about? Akane Kurashiki died 9 years ago in this room. I was there. I saw...
Suddenly Seven froze. His eyes went wide as dinner plates, and he spun around toward June. Junpei followed his gaze.
What?
Oh, fuck this shit. Fuck all. Get out of here. Oh, I ain't helping shit. Seven, let's open this goddamn door. We have the 0 bracelet. That's a 6. 7. You and me. We're leaving. Fuck everyone else. They can stay. She was gone. Actually, no. Let's just leave Santa here and Lotus. Bye, everyone else. She was gone. Where had June had been? There was nothing.
What the hell? Where is she? Where's Akane Kurashiki?
Hey, how the fuck did you know who June was? Seven began to mumble to himself, a strange series of words strung together as if his mind wasn't functioning properly. His face was twisted with effort as though he were struggling with something they couldn't see. He gritted his teeth and pressed his hands against the sides of his head.
Oh, my head! My head, it feels like it's gonna pop.
Seven! What the hell is going on?
Shut up.
I don't know. I just... Oh! I swear to God, my head feels like it's about to explode!
From somewhere far away, they all heard a deep, heavy noise. It sounded like a tremendous wheel slowly beginning to turn. Santa seemed to have entered an almost trance-like state. His words were calm and measured.
What was the Nonary Project? I'm sure you know already, but I'll tell you one more time. It was a project designed to test a particular phenomenon. And what was that phenomenon?
Morphogenetic fields.
For two organisms to communicate with one another in the absence of physical contact. The morphogenetic field theory. Could human beings use these invisible fields to exchange information? That was what this experiment was conducted to determine. There were two separate locations. One was the Gigantic, and the other was a building in Nevada called Building Q.
Okay.
The 9 children trapped in Building Q were faced with numerous puzzles, copies of identical ones in the Gigantic.
Yeah.
They were told to send their answers into the morphic field set and transmit them to their brothers and sisters on the Gigantic. The transmitters were put in Building Q, and the receivers were put on the Gigantic. Each sibling pair was supposed to be split up, but
They didn't split you guys up.
there was a mistake. Akane was a transmitter. She should have been in Building Q. However, for some reason, she was placed on the Gigantic with the receivers, like me. Perhaps she was mistaken for someone who was supposed to be in Group A. Whatever the case, Akane ended up on the Gigantic. I think I've told you enough. You get it, don't you?
That's not enough, no.
I'm pretty sure you know where this is going, Junpei.
Where what is going?
Don't play dumb. You know things you shouldn't. Things you couldn't.
That's true in this timeline.
How did you know Ace had prosopagnosia? How did you know why Ace wanted to kill Kubota and how Nichisaki was killed? Were you surprised when you found out Ace was Hongo? And what about the coffin Snake was trapped in? How the hell did you open it?
Well, that's...
The answer to that is easy. He knew because I knew. Junpei was receiving information that I sent to him through the morphogenetic field set. Or morphic. It's simple, really. How do I know the alternate futures, then? God, why are you talking to me? Imagine a river that splits in two, like an upside-down Y. The river flows from the top to the bottom from a single stream into 2 branches. It only flows in one direction, it can never flow backward. Information is the same way, it moves from the past to the future but never flows backwards. That's why people at the river's source in the past will never know about the downstream in the future. But the people downstream will never know about the one another either. Information only flows among the path of the river, but I am different. I can manipulate the morphic field set to pluck knowledge from the future. I know what happens on either fork of the river, even though the people on either fork know nothing about one another. Now, who am I? I am I, the 9th letter of the alphabet. I swear. But I am also 0. No, that's not true. I'm not really 0, not yet. Perhaps you could say I am less than 0. 0 is my future. In 9 years, I will be 0. God, what is wrong with my head? Where did she go? June. No, Akane. Where did she go?
Santa!
Why is Clover... Oh, shit.
Freeze.
God damn it. Oh, yeah, blow his brains out. I don't care. Santa got the gun. Guess he picked it up when we weren't watching. Looks like he turned the tables on Ace, though. Wonder how he's like having a gun to his head.
Get up.
Sure isn't about to take that gun off him for a minute, is he? Ace isn't putting up any kind of fight. I mean, I don't think I would either. But he just looks drained. I guess he's going for the door, huh? He doesn't need to verify to go through the door, bud.
Hey, what's your plan, Santa? What are you doing?
He can't get through any numbered doors with just 2 people. What the hell is he thinking?
Didn't I tell you? I'm Santa Claus.
Oh, god damn it.
It's time for me to go make a wish come true.
That's it. That's all he's gonna give us? The fuck was that? What the hell does that even mean? Shit, they're out. Oh, God. And now the gate's shut. Looks like the rest of us are stuck in here. They're all looking at me. At least Seven's headache is gone. He seems to be alright. Well, I guess there's no harm in trying. Let's see if this door still opens.
Damn. Well, it looks like this door isn't opening anytime soon.
Oh, you mean we're trapped?
Don't know why it's stuck in this screen, but whatever. I don't care.
So it would seem.
What the hell is Santa trying to do?
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, what?
Yeah, really.
Have you considered where we are? There can really only be one thing Santa would do now.
Thanks, Santa.
No. No, you can't be serious.
Oh, but he is. Shit, we've got to do something. Maybe we can still get through the door 9. There's a red. Yeah, alright. We can do this. I've just gotta... No, it's not gonna work. There's no way. The 5 of us can't open the door. That equals 8. We need a 1, Ace. Is there any combination that'll work?
Junpei, can I borrow your pen and notebook?
No, thank you. Sure, why not? I don't think I'm gonna need them. Ever again. Well, she certainly looks purposeful. Looks like she's writing the equations, a lot of them. Oh man, she doesn't look very happy. What? Hey, no need to be ripping pages out like that. Jeez.
What the hell are you doing, Clover? Give me that!
Alright, at least 7 got it away from her. Maybe now I can get a look at what she was writing. Let's see. 2, 4, 5, 7. Bye, Lotus!
What?
That's the only way out.
And there's no other way?
Lotus. Looks like she's figured it out, though. Man, this is just too cruel. Bye! Have fun.
It's okay. Go.
Okay, don't have to tell me twice.
Lotus.
Come on, you know we can't do that.
Oh, don't give me that. I'm sure you'd love to get rid of me.
Well, now I do, since you just offered that.
God damn it, you idiot!
7, don't profess your love here now. Whoa, where the hell did that come from? Looks like she expected that about as much as I did.
Without,
Okay, yeah, come on, 7.
if you're not... Look, it'd be bad, alright?
For a cop, he sure doesn't have much confidence.
Bad?
Yeah.
Yeah, really bad.
If there weren't assholes like you around, I'd be out of a job.
Oh, come on.
Uh-huh.
Look, I'm just not leaving you behind, alright? End of story.
7, shut up.
7.
He's right. I'm not leaving you either.
Me too.
You didn't honestly think I'd abandon you, did you?
Oh, okay, I guess I'm the one in the wrong here.
You're all idiots.
I agree. Act as tough as you want, Lotus. We can all see you're about to cry.
That being said, however, I doubt we would be able to open the door anyway, even if we were to leave Lotus behind.
Yeah, I mean, the door already didn't work.
Huh? Why?
I trust you remember what happened to Ace? I couldn't, see exactly what happened, but I was able to guess what he was attempting to do earlier at the Red.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it didn't work.
No! What is this? Why? The digital route should be 9! It has to be 9! Then why? Why isn't it opening?
Just to see. Why don't we give it a shot?
Give it a shot.
Okay.
Yes, that is what I said.
Hmm. Error. 18:9.
You were right.
It ain't opening.
But it did open 9 years ago. The digital route was 9 then, I'm sure of it.
Watch it be like 6 now. Guarantee it.
You think maybe they changed the settings?
The settings.
Perhaps.
Shit. If we can't get through the door, we can't get out. The walls are way too high. There's no way in hell we could get that whole 7 popped out of 9 years ago. All we can do here is stare at this door with a 9 on it. Guess this is it. This is the end. Akane vision? The fuck is Akane vision? I was watching. I had watched everything that was reflected in his eyes. I was listening. Every sound that vibrated in his eardrums I heard. Smell, taste, touch. I felt everything he felt. I knew. I knew everything about him. What he was thinking, what he was feeling, and what he was sensing. All of his feelings and worries and fears became mine. My mind, my consciousness was inside of him. Through the morphic field set, we were resonant, and we were one. As one. I was him at the same time I was an observer. It started with a tremendous noise like a clap of thunder. There was approximately 9 hours ago. A bomb had gone off in the ship we were on. That was when my resonance with him began. My resonant event melted into him and we became one, inside of Junpei. Somehow I found myself in Junpei's mind 9 years in the future. But I didn't lose myself. I was living in 2 realities at once. One was the present and the other was the future. Perhaps you can think of it as 2 movies showing on the same screen at the same time. Eventually it became difficult to separate them and determine which movie is which. However, if I concentrate, I was able to focus on one or the other. That was why I was able to grasp what was happening in front of me.
Come on, over here!
Whoa, children! That was my brother, Aoi. He was yelling. I followed him. Around me were 7 other children. They all looked like they were about my age.
Come on, hurry up!
Damn, now we're actually getting into, like, what really happened 9 years ago. And that's interesting as shit.